What's up, my boomers? It's me, Melanie Mac, here on my social commentary channel, Melanie Mac Go Boom. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. So, I guess I'm just doing reactions this week because I'm reacting to the Black Adam trailer right now. I just did one for Prey, the Predator prequel movie yesterday. If you haven't seen that, feel free to check that out. Let me see. I don't even know. I have no idea what the reception is from this, from my mutuals or otherwise. Yesterday, I agreed or disagreed with a lot of my mutuals, which is fine. Disagreement's fine. Having our own taste and things that we like is fine. Thankfully, my peers aren't among the wokies anymore, so I don't have to deal with backlash and hate from people that just because I like something, they don't. So anyway, I'm going to kind of go into that a little more, though, because some of the comments, I'll get into that later, but, because I can't speak for everybody. My mutuals and all that, people in the space, like, that have made content and stuff, my content creator friends in the space, they're all chill, but there are some people in the counter-woke culture, anti-woke culture, which I consider myself a part of, but there's some people in it that are so extreme and ridiculous that they will call everything woke that isn't. And it's the same as woke people who call everyone a Nazi or an alt-right who isn't. It's gotten ridiculous. But I'm going to get into that later. Okay? Let me go ahead and just react to this video. Otherwise, I can make a whole video about the extremes on both sides and that are just getting on my nerves to no end, but I will save you guys that for another video. Let me go ahead and watch this and see what's up.
Black Adam, what have your powers ever given to you? Nothing but heartache.
I do like DC. I will say, I prefer DC over Marvel in general, even though with the movies, it seems Marvel usually does a better job, but I am a DC fan. I'll say that much. But as far as Black Adam, dude, I have no freaking idea. I've never read anything about it, and I have no knowledge of this, so this is just purely going into it like, hey, is this going to be a good movie or not, do I think? Whoa.
In this world, there are heroes and there are villains. Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do.
Well, I do. Okay.
My vision has shown me the future. You have two choices. You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior. That's up to you.
Oh. I gotta be so brutally honest here, because that's just what I'm gonna do. I guess y'all can just call me woke now, because if y'all think this is woke, I think it looks freaking great. I think it looks freaking great. That line that line. Like, well, I do. Heroes don't kill people. I do. Dude, I think it looks great. I have not been hyped for this at all moving up to it. And I was like, I don't know, The Rock, sometimes I like some of his comedy stuff, but I have not been invested in this at all. And I didn't think I was going to like it, like the trailer, but I think it looks great. I'm curious what the comments say, because if y'all think this is woke, I don't see anything about it woke. I don't. Some people said nothing special, just generic. Dude, cringy Joe. I don't know did I lose my sense of taste? Did the coof make me lose my sense of taste? Because all of a sudden I'm liking things and people are like, and my audience are disagreeing with me on it. Okay, I thought it looked awesome. Tell me in the comments, says the coof made me lose my taste, or did that look awesome? I don't know. I just think when I'm going into like action movies and stuff like that, I like explosions. I like kicking butt. I like something that isn't just trying to preach something at me. And that's what this looks like. It looks like fun. The cinematography, the art, everything looks really cool about it. It's not exactly a thought-provoking, this isn't going to make me question my life for hours on end like something like Squid Game did or even Joker. But, dude, I thought it looked good. Okay, I don't even know. I don't know where I stand anymore on this spectrum of woke and anti-woke, because, like, lately, I've been disagreeing with the anti-woke crowd. Not that I agree with the woke crowd. Gosh, I do think the woke crowd is worse. But my opinions have not been exactly in line with the anti-woke crowd lately. I don't know. I've actually been liking stuff lately. I feel like they've dialed back on a lot of woke stuff in general. I think there's a shift happening. And because of that, I'm liking more stuff that I see. I think we're winning, but clearly my opinion isn't entirely unanimous here. So here's some of my comments from my last video talking about my Prey reaction. Petart says, there is a comic book with a female main and she becomes a member of the Yacha Predator. Not saying this is that, but it's stupid to say it's woke. It's awesome, which I also agree. I think I totally understand why someone may not like what the movie looks like. The quality isn't as good as something like what we just saw here with Black Adam. All that kind of stuff. I can totally get why someone wouldn't like it, but to call it woke this prematurely when there wasn't really anything indicating anything woke in it yet, I do think is kind of, like I said earlier, it's exaggerating, it's ridiculous, it's trying to find something in everything. The woke people do the same thing, where they're constantly looking for offense in everything. And I find that this anti-woke culture is trying to find something woke in everything, even if it doesn't exist. That's why, I don't know, I guess I'm more in the middle of this kind of argument, because both extremes are insufferable to me. Hybrid says, Arnold beat Predator with traps and sticks and stones. She can do the same. And what woke? Women were the start of Terminator and Alien. That's my thought too, is like, this wouldn't be the first time a woman has beat a xenomorph. And like, did y'all watch Alien versus Predator by chance? Because like I said, it totally makes sense. If people are like, oh, this movie, I just think it looks dumb. I don't think it looks good. I don't like this about it or that. But to complain just because of a woman is in it, oh, well, a woman couldn't beat Predator. Neither could a man, dude. Humans couldn't in real life. But this is the thing, is action movies are power fantasies. And they are characters achieving unachievable things. And so why can't a woman have a power fantasy. I mean, dude, you see in my background, I got Gina Carano here. I got Lara Croft everywhere. I'm a huge fan of female power fantasies. So, you know, with this channel, because most of my videos are anti-woke, because I think the woke movement is just stupid. Don't think that I'm going to be against female power fantasies, because I'm not. There's ways that they're done wrong with woke in a woke fashion, like freaking Captain Marvel, which was atrocious. But this does not seem to be the case there. I think another one of the arguments, to me, it feels like where they can't win is it's like, oh, well, it's unrealistic because the women of that tribe did not fight or hunt, or just the men did. However, at the beginning of the trailer, she addresses, you don't think I can. It's like that underdog hero. It's like that, okay, women typically aren't warriors, but I am, and I'm going to show you I can do it. That's not woke, in my opinion. There's all kinds of male heroes who have different things that set them apart, or them going against the grain, and then they show people, hey, you know what, I can be the hero of this story. And that seems to be the case there. But it's like you can't win. It's like, okay, well, women, it's unrealistic because women weren't hunters. Okay, well, they address it by make it known, hey, what I'm doing is not common, and you don't believe in me because the women in the tribe don't hunt, but I am going to be an exception here. Then that's suddenly called woke. So you just can't win. It makes zero sense to me. And here, Pimp Master Broda tweeted this and said, Machiko was a Japanese woman who was selected to join a predator clan when she was first put onto a hunting grounds with others, then saved a predator clan leader from a xenomorph attack. There was an entire Dark Horse comic series about her. I mean, the powerful female leads in this universe are not new, and I don't understand why all of a sudden people are taking issue with it. This kind of stuff is what, in my opinion, gives the wokes ammo. And the wokes are clowns, dude. Don't give those clowns ammo, because it's making them look like they have a point. Whenever you say you don't like something for the purpose of a woman leading it, it's like, in a universe where women have had prominent lead roles before. Now, I get it whenever a woman will replace a man or outshine him in his own movie. I get it then, but this is not that case. Kiryu says, let's be real, fans who are hating on this movie already because it doesn't have a male lead, they use the body type as an excuse to hide them from saying woke. And people saying that a Comanche woman in real life wouldn't do that in real life. Well, newsflash, it's a fictional movie just like the rest. Myself, as a military person, Dutch accurately fires his weapon incorrectly during the whole film. And see, that's the thing, is my dad is infantry, and so every time we watch a ton of movies where dudes are shooting firearms, or woman, anybody, and he's like, oh yeah, that's not how that works, that's not how, but he still is able to enjoy the movie. Military people don't hold / fire weapons like that, but hey, it's a movie. It's for fun. You don't see me hating the whole movie, movies in general, for one detail that is incorrect in real life. We should be hoping that it's just a good Predator movie, whether it has a male or female lead. Ripley pulled it off in the Alien franchise, exactly. Let's not forget Ripley. Dude, let's not regress. Let's not overcompensate. Dude, I already don't even need to make a whole new video about this topic, because I'm already getting into it with the comments here. And like I said, if people don't like it, I get it. But to not like it because it has a female lead, in my opinion, that's where, again, you're giving the wokes ammo. You're giving the clowns the ammo, because that is not, in the Predator franchise, in this whole Xenomorph universe, this is not the one to be having that complaint. Also, in comics, predators have been defeated by all cultures throughout history. There is a reason they keep coming back to hunt humans. That reason is because we are worth hunting. They find us clever. We also remind them to never let your guard down and never fall to your own whimsy. There's one predator I remember reading about who died by an old man, on a safari because he kept running and running the predator into dangerous areas like a pride of lions, a pond renowned for being full of crocs, stuff like that. By the time the predator caught up, he was so wounded and bleeding, the old man just blasted him once with an elephant gun and done be done, itself detonated. Clever. I don't think a lot of these commenters know a lot about the Yautja or their race. Other than the original Predator, it looks better than the other Predator movies. I agree. I think the movie looks cool too, and I know woke culture is bad, but so is extreme anti-wokeness. Strong female characters have always existed. That is why I can't stand modern-day feminists who say women are always oppressed. I agree. Anyways, you're right, Melanie. Woke culture has been dying off lately. People have been finally airing out their grievances and stop spending their money on woke propaganda. That's why I think, again, like I said earlier, I'm actually starting to like more stuff that I'm seeing now than I have in recent years because, hey, dude, like, not everything is being sugar-coated with woke anymore. Like, they're getting it. And it's not exactly anti-woke, but it doesn't have to be. I like to watch stuff that doesn't have any sort of political agenda. Just keep it cool. I think Black Adam is doing that. I don't know what my mutuals have to say about this, but I am going to facepalm if I am once again going against the grain here of people who I usually agree with. I mean, I'm an individual, I'm a unique person, so I'm gonna have my own opinions and we're gonna disagree, but I maybe I don't fit in as much as I thought, which is fine because luckily, like, the mutuals I have, and it's like I said earlier, everybody has their own unique opinions on stuff and they don't ostracize you because you like something. They don't. It's not the same as the woke crowd, thank goodness, but dude, I don't know. I just feel like, wow, maybe I'm going soft. I don't know, but this looks good. And just to say, nobody has to like this. Nobody has to like Prey. I get it. But I think that if you are to say the reason why you don't like Prey specifically, you know, is because a woman was in it, that to me is stupid. If you have issues with inaccuracies with the lore, inaccuracies with staying true to the franchise, that is totally valid. Or if you don't like the quality of it, or you just think the writing looks stupid, it's just not your thing. Hey, that makes sense. But to say you don't like it, and if you would otherwise like it if it were a male lead, okay. All right, let me go into the verse of the day before I pop off too much. Matthew 18:15-17 is what I picked for today. It says, if your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. I like this because sometimes, like, with social media, sometimes we can be a bit snappy with each other in a public area, which isn't always the nicest way to do things. It's not a good friend shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be arguing with each other publicly if you can, or outing your friend's issues, like, oh man, my friend did this, and exposing someone that's supposed to be your friend on the internet, to try to hate on them, to try to, like, make these twit longers of, like, oh, my friend, she didn't pay her, my roommate didn't pay, / friend didn't pay her half of the rent and did this to me and did that to me. Like, bro, solve this between you. Real friends aren't going to be seeking the internet to pick a side. You know what I mean? And hey, we all have been guilty of certain things. So I'm talking to myself here too. Like, one of my tweets I made yesterday made some people mad. And I'm like, dude, I just want to make it known. I said this: if you treat yourself every day, it's no longer a treat. It's a habit, and probably a bad one. Self-discipline needs to be pushed more, but people would rather be coddled. Dude, some people got mad about that. We're like, get off your high horse. Like, I'm just telling people, like, I've got all my crap together. Dude, when I make tweets like this, or when I read verses like this, I'm directing it toward myself as well. Even making this tweet, I was doing a lot of self-reflecting on myself, and I'm like, dude, there's certain areas in my life I gotta get in gear. I gotta like kick my own butt. And these are internal monologues I have with myself that I share. I'm lumping myself into this as well, so let that be known. All right, let me continue. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. But if he does not listen, take 1 or 2 others along with you, that every charge may be established by the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. And if he refuses to listen even to the church, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. So in other words, it's like, dude, if someone is mistreating you like crazy, you know, you don't have to publicly execute them in a sense. You don't have to like go on social media and air all your grievances. You know, try to take the matter between you and them alone and say, hey, you know, I really don't like how you did this. I really don't like how you talked to me here. Didn't like how you did this, that, or the other, whatever it may be. Hey, and in most cases, you know, if it's a real friend, they're gonna be like, oh, you know what? Hey, you're right. I shouldn't have done that. I'll keep in mind and not do that anymore. That's how you solve things. That's a proper way to do it. But, you know, if they're going to continually wrong you and you try to seek counsel from other people that you trust, who you know aren't going to be just biased, and still there's no resolution to be had here, then yeah, dude, you don't need people like that in your life who are just going to treat you like crap. So I think this is great. So yeah, there you have it for today's video. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me and listening to my rant, because gosh, I popped off a little bit. And I don't mean I'm not trying to preach at people. I'm not trying to like be mad at people who disagree with me. I absolutely think if I like something or don't like something, it's totally okay for people to disagree with me on it and not like it. But one thing I do not want people to think is that my channel is an extremist, far right, or whatever it may be. It's not. I'm not extreme on anything. I mean, maybe some things I might be a little more like absolute with, like when it comes to the Bible and stuff. Also, I know I'm not right on everything, so hey, I'm totally like, there are so many countless times in my life where I believe something like I used to be vegan, for example, and I'm not anymore. You know, there's so many things in my life that I may think a certain way and I may not later down the road. That's just growth. But, yeah, I think with some people, now most of y'all are really chill, but there are a small few who expect my channel to just be a grift channel, essentially. And that's what they want. They want to just see me complain every single video. They want to see me hate on everything, dunk on absolutely everything on every single video. And I'm just going to make it clear, my channel is not a grift channel. I know that I could farm views, I could farm clicks, I could farm a lot more money if I took more extreme approaches, went for that rage grift. I know I could, but that's not true to me. And I'm just going to be honest. Like I started this channel because I wanted to be transparent, honest. That's how I'm going to keep it. And so when I like something that, even if I don't think the majority of my followers are going to like it, hey, I'm going to be honest about it. That's what I'm doing. I can already feel it whenever I say something. Like when I watched that trailer, I was like, oh, probably going to disagree with most of my audience on this one, but at least most of my audience is very chill with that, with disagreement. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Dude, I gotta take a small, like, break-ish from social media. Yesterday, I got so much backlash yesterday over crap. I gotta unplug a little bit. Not completely. I'm still gonna post, like, about to go to gym and stuff like that. But gosh, I can't deal. It's starting to... Sometimes it starts to get to you, and that's what's starting to do for me. It's middle of the week. It's starting to get to me. But I'll do better. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you all tomorrow. And in the meantime, go boom.